spent most of my career in corporate finance and the majority of it with one large corporation. I was there for 17 years. My last role was VP and CFO over the Americas. It was my dream job, and there were some things that were starting to change and were having an effect on my ability to make an impact, and that was frustrating for me. I started to recognize that the fact that I had been with one company for my whole career was potentially a risk for my future. My work is important to me. For the first time in a long time, having more freedom to engage with other aspects that are extremely important, in particular family. Having that quality of life and engagement with my daughters who are 7 and 10. I thought about timelines, another 10 years, and that math would have meant they were going off to college. It hit home hard. I had bitten my stomach as I thought about my family, my wife, and my daughters. There was a window closing faster than I wanted. What if I don't start looking at something like this now? Then where will I be at the end of that decade? I did a scenario analysis, right? What's the downside scenario? I also think a lot about what if I don't do this? What if I don't start looking at something like this now or planning out what my path is for the next decade? Then where will I be at the end of that decade? I think a lot about what if I don't do this?
And I think it's important we focus on COI, or the cost of inaction, and the fear of not going, because there is a cost associated with that. And that ultimately would be regret. Sometimes the biggest risk in life is not taking one at all. The fear of standing still, the fear of not doing it. What if I do nothing? What's the cost associated with that?
Independence and control, being able to choose the people that I want to work with. Working with people that I can really trust is really important to me in making an impact and a contribution in the work that I'm doing. It's been really cool to watch Liz take on challenges and the way she's taken ownership of it. I always knew she was good at what she did with what she did before, but I didn't have the opportunity to witness it. It's been really impressive to see her take that ownership over it, which is her husband. It's just really cool for me. I get excited about what this could turn into with multiple businesses, having multiple revenue streams, having diversification, or businesses that could be complementary in some way. The part of my brain that's thinking strategy and long term and what's the plan starts thinking about all the possible opportunities. I was trying to figure things out, and Scott was really meeting me where I was, and it was a really good conversation about what the possibilities were, but importantly, not trying to push me in any one direction. That was extremely important to me, because if I hadn't had that feeling in the earlier conversations, I probably wouldn't have made that phone call later, because I wouldn't have felt comfortable.
Because we live in these walls doesn't mean that we need to stay in them, because they are truly invisible.